Wonderful day to you guys. Killian here, out in nature. No one of you probably knows where I am. I've made a few posts hinting at it. We've moved again, but this time for longer. I want to take you with me and show you around where we are now, what's going on. Little update video, so if you're interested in that, I'm gonna try to get you through this as quickly as possible, make it interesting and not too boring. You know, I'm not a huge fan of editing videos, so I'm gonna do it in one go. As usual, my wife and my son, they're out right now. This is why I can film, because I can't have my son in those videos, otherwise YouTube deactivates my comment section. So it's a good time to film right now. This is our new place. We are on Tenerife, like we were last year. We were visiting this island for the first time. And this winter we were staying in Berlin. It got really gray, it got really cold, it got really exhausting. It was a struggle for us to be there. It was not our environment. We just don't like being in those big cities anymore. It's noisy, it's dirty, not our thing. So we moved out here. We're staying very rural, very basic in nature, in the mountains of Tenerife in the south. The sun is shining almost every day. Is such a beautiful place, and this is our entrance to our house. And yeah, usually we have a car here, and we have someone living with us who's helping us with Macayo. She is babysitting him for a few hours a day so we can do some work, and that's her car. Yeah, let's go inside of here. Right now we're borrowing a car, and then next week we're buying our own car. So I'm going to show you around as quickly as possible. This is like our garage, which we've turned into sort of like an office workspace. It's not the most beautiful yet, but it does the job. And I've actually went ahead. I got a bike. I have a new bicycle because the roads here are just incredible to ride through the mountains. It's so beautiful, peaceful, quiet, and just loving that. So this is our small house. I'm gonna show you inside of that in a second. This is our garden. Let's quickly go around here. What's interesting about this garden? Yeah, there's a pretty big pool. This is a big fig tree. So in like September, hopefully, we will harvest a lot of figs and eat them. Outside shower, and yeah, there's a pool. This is empty right now because it's not that warm in the winter. I mean, it's warm enough, but it's not hot. So the pool is would be quite freezing, and we're gonna fill it up when it gets a bit warmer here. This is like a big olive tree. Lots of fruit trees in here, which obviously, as you know me, we're loving. There's like nectarines is this one, and those are like some banana plants. And then all on the side here, we've got grape vines. So also in like half a year, around September, I think, we're gonna have a lot of grapes growing around this fence. And let's quickly go. Like I said, we've moved out here. We've made the decision to move because we just needed to finally find a better environment for us to live. And this time we're actually staying here for longer. We don't like to move around anymore every 2 or 3 months like we did last year with Thailand and Malaysia. So this one is actually quite perfect because we already committed to stay here for at least 1 year. We got like lavender here, which smells incredible. And then got like aloe vera here, which we can harvest and put on our skin. Natural skin care. And we're like starting to grow our first own lettuces. Another fig tree and another small fig tree. And yeah, I think this spot has the most beautiful view. You got a lemon tree here. You can see some lemons ripening up. And then we got our neighbors down there and the beautiful view over the mountains. And today is not the best weather, but down there that would be the ocean. When you have a clear view, it's very, very nice. Then we got more fruit trees there. I think another lemon tree, apple tree, mango tree, stuff like that. And yeah, let's get inside of the house. Down there is Amelie sitting, and yeah, that's her small apartment down there. And we have the house up here. Let's see. Okay, down. Oh yeah, here outside there's our lettuce farm. So we are regrowing, or we're trying to like regrow our lettuces. It's going quite well. I mean, it's coming, and then once they're fairly good size and have some roots, we're gonna plant them in the garden or something. We'll have to see. We're figuring out. We're not good gardeners yet. So some people might be asking, or will be asking, what are you eating? So to answer that questions, fruits and more fruits. I actually don't have that much right now because tomorrow is the market day. Bomb avocados, the best avocados I've ever had in my life, I think. And then really good papayas as well. So we are eating a raw diet again here because it's so easily to do it here. And this is our small house. That's the living room and the kitchen area and the big bedroom where my wife and Makayo are usually sleeping. I can't sleep that well when I'm next to them. I wake up too many times, so that's the bathroom. So I often sleep in here in this bedroom. And yeah, I got another desk with my laptop on there. And that's quite it. That's the little cozy place here that we're renting. And compared to living in Berlin, it's actually even really cheap. Really, it's not much more than like a decent apartment in Berlin. And that's the small apartment where Amelie is living. Also with a nice view here on the mountains. Okay, not to bother you any longer, gonna hopefully find a few last words to end this video. That's our new place. Just to give you an update, yeah, we're living on Tenerife now, and we're actually quite happy here, because I do have to say the last few months in Berlin, they were really exhausting, really tough for us. We're just not doing well in cold environments, and then in big cities. Now that we're here, I can't really imagine ever really moving into a big city again. It's just so amazing to live in such an open space here. I just have to step in. We don't even spend that much time in the house here because it's always quite nice outside. The sun is often shining and we're just going in the garden. Or I go for a hike with Makayo, or I take my bicycle and go for a ride. So it's just so nice to live here. You do need a car, that's one thing. You don't really get around with a car. I don't have a driver's license yet, so I can just use my bike. But I will get a driver's license this year, hopefully. And we're buying our own car, like I said. So yeah, in terms of YouTube, I know I've said it a million times probably over the last 3 years that I would like to do more YouTube content, and it's never a lie, it's true. I just don't, or I just haven't gotten to really do it. I haven't gotten into a topic, into a routine to really do it. But what's been happening here is think I'm coming a lot more into my way again. I'm really getting closer, I'm getting more connected with myself and what I actually want to do or how I want to live. When we were in the city and on the travels and flying around and doing marketing and business, I got really quite caught up in my mind, and it took me a while to like step outside of it again and have a more outside perspective on things. Here's the perfect place. I've actually started to meditate a lot more again now. The last few days, we've been here for a month, and the last few days I'm really getting into meditating almost like 2 or 3 hours a day. I do like 6 a.m. I wake up, do a meditation for like an hour. And then I do one around the afternoon if possible, and then I do one before going to bed. And that's my stuff. I love that. Like meditating, I felt that 3-4 years ago when I was in Thailand the first time. And I remember meditating on the beach for like 2-3 hours straight in one session, because at some point I got so deep into it, it was just so enjoyable. That's really like, when I get into that state, meditation, really the meditative state becomes the biggest joy, the greatest joy. It's just no other way to really put it. It's really enjoyable experience to just be still and alert and aware and have no thought for a while. And here it's so much easier for me to access that, because the nature and everything around it, it's so quiet here, there's no distractions really, not much other people, so such a natural environment to really get into yourself. So that's one little tip if you want that. Get into nature if you want to learn more about yourself, who you are, and what you're supposed to do here on this planet. In terms of my content on YouTube, I do feel my biggest thing for me personally, I've always been into helping people. That's where my old YouTube content came from in the video gaming scene. It has never really changed, but on a different scale, on a different level. Since I let go of the video gaming, it's just came onto another level of helping people. I really want to help people get better in the game, because it's not that important, at least from my perspective now. But yeah, the biggest joy I get in terms of interacting with other people is when I can help them be more joyful in their life, feel more fulfilled, more happiness, and especially feel like help people to actually do what they feel like they want to do, and not the things that they think they should do, like, oh, but my parents want me to go to university, but they want me to get a good job, but really remove all those layers and feel what they actually want to do, and then trust that they can just do that, that they're allowed to do that. And if I can help people to get more into that, into the, I just want to live my life the way I want to live, the way I feel I want to live it, that's one of the greatest joys for me. So I think if I ever come up with more YouTube content, YouTube videos, it's gonna be centered around something like that. Spiritual topics, practices like meditation. I myself want to get more into yoga as well, into these practices, because I feel now that it can really benefit me, that it can really open myself up even more. Yeah, I'd love to help people become more aware of themselves, of the whole environment, the earth. And yeah, maybe I can do that in form of YouTube videos. If you think there's something I could do for you, just put it down below in the comments maybe. And yeah, if you have any questions that I can answer, I happily sit down. If you throw any question at me, I happily sit down, take my camera and answer those questions for you in a video. If there are no questions, that's also cool, and I'll just post another update here and there of how our life is going. Makayo actually just turned 2 to end this video. If you've missed our journey in the last year or something, he's already 2 years old. It's quite crazy. He just turned 2 like a week ago, celebrated his birthday here, and yeah, he's growing up to a big little boy. But like I said, I can't show him on YouTube unfortunately anymore, otherwise you guys won't be able to comment on my videos anymore, and I don't like that. I like your comments on my videos. When I post something, I like to reply to you and read your comments. And yeah, so please leave me a comment if you're still with me here and enjoyed the video, or you got any input to me, what I could do for you, in what way I could help you maybe with another video. So yeah, love reading from you, love hearing from you. I love you just because you watched my video. Really appreciate that you're still following me after all this time, such a long journey now. And I hope I will see you very soon in another video. Have a wonderful day and bye bye.